Right now on ABC 10 News at 4 o'clock, Padres star Fernando Tatis Jr. is on the injured reserve list after testing positive for COVID-19. Two other players are also on the list. Plus, Governor Newsom unveils his multi-billion-dollar plan to address homelessness during a stop in San Diego today, what the main focus of that plan is. And Positively San Diego, what a local artist created to bring some joy to neighbors in Coronado.
ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news. The
Padres shocked the sports world this afternoon when the team announced star player Fernando Tatis Jr. tested positive for COVID-19. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Hunt. ABC 10 News sports director Ben Higgins is joining us now live with an update on Tatis's condition and how the team is handling this unexpected news. What a bombshell today.
Yeah, Kim, the positive test results were announced just 3 hours before today's scheduled game in Denver and mean the Padres will be without Fernando Tatis Jr. for an undetermined amount of time. Now, the good news is that manager Jace Tingler says Tatis is asymptomatic and feeling fine. He spoke to the shortstop via FaceTime earlier today. The bad news is that two other players also had to be placed on the injured list due to contact tracing, meaning outfielders Jurickson Profar and Jorge Mateo will also be unavailable to the Padres, at least for now. Tingler declined to say whether Tatis had received any of the COVID vaccines, but did say the Padres were only a couple of players shy of reaching the Major League Baseball target of getting at least 85% of the roster vaccinated. Tatis is the second Padres player to be placed on the injured list due to the health and safety protocols this season, joining pitcher Chris Paddock, who just returned to the roster over the weekend after an 11-day stint at home in isolation. Tingler said Tatis did not break any of the MLB health and safety rules and doesn't know how he contracted COVID-19. This will be the shortstop's second stint on the injured list already this season after he spent 10 days on the IL last month with a shoulder injury. He will remain isolated from teammates and will fly back to San Diego separately. Now, the Padres called up 3 players to fill out the rest of their roster for tonight's game in Denver, adding outfielders Tucupita Marcano and John Andrioli, as well as pitcher Nabil Crismat. The rest of the Padres will return to Petco Park to start a homestand against the St. Louis Cardinals on Friday. I'm Ben Higgins, ABC 10 News.
Ben, people are already wondering if this has the potential of rocking the whole season.
Well, right now, if no one else tests positive, the Padres are going to move forward. They have protocols in place to keep the season going, but obviously they're going to keep a real close eye on all these players over the next few days.
Certainly will. Thank you, Ben, for that live update. And Governor Gavin Newsom stopping in San Diego today, laying out his plans to deal with the ongoing problem of homelessness. ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena explains how his proposal centers on expanding programs created during the pandemic.
Please. Lindsay Prescott used to be homeless, but now lives at a hotel in Kearny Mesa.
I got my daughter back. I'm 18 months sober. She'll be 19 months old, 22nd of this month. And I am beyond grateful.
The location is part of the state's Room Key and Home Key programs, started during the COVID pandemic to help get people off the street.
These programs move with a sense of urgency and focus, the likes of which we have never advanced in the state of California.
Room Key provides hotel and motel rooms. Home Key provides money for cities like San Diego to purchase hotels and motels and convert them into long-term housing. Tuesday, Governor Newsom, along with local leaders, announced his plans to put more money into the programs.
What we're proposing here today is a $12 billion 2-year housing proposal.
Newsom says he also plans to ask the legislature to approve more money for support services to address the causes of homelessness.
For board and care, residential treatment, mental health supports.
Newsom's goal is to build on what he says is the success of the past year. So far, Room Key and Home Key have resulted in tens of thousands of people being sheltered and thousands of pieces of property being purchased.
We have no interest in just talking about how much we're spending. We care about outcomes, not just inputs. And that's why accountability will also be driven through this agenda.
Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
Also in town today was San Diego businessman John Coxs, one of the Republican candidates hoping to replace Newsom should there be a recall election. And so far, Coxs is leading the field of challengers in our polling, but perhaps part of his campaign gaining the most attention is the bear that he's been bringing with him to campaign stops. He had it with him on Shelter Island today. Coxs says it symbolizes his platform and the beastly changes he wants to make as governor. But today, a local animal sanctuary, lions, tigers, and bears, criticized using a live prop.
Times have changed. We don't need to use live animals anymore. We don't need to pull babies from their mama before their eyes are even open so we can train them and cart them around town in a trailer for exploitation.
Coxs has said that while the bear is being used to garner attention, it is being taken care of with, quote, utmost of care. Keep track of the latest on campaigns for governor and how the recall will work in the months ahead on 10news.com. The high price for a patient's medical record on the dark web. All of this week, ABC 10 News investigative reporter Jennifer Kastner is going in depth on the Scripps Health System cyber attack. Tonight, she is digging into the impacts of stolen records, even though the hospital is not revealing whether any patient records were breached.
Nationwide, hacking incidents jumped by more than 40% during the pandemic, according to the security firm we interviewed Tuesday. It's been more than a week and a half since a malware attack began upending operations at Scripps Health, but still no answers Tuesday about whether patient records were compromised. Nick Culbertson is the CEO of Pratennis, which specializes in insider threat detection for healthcare systems. He said that if hackers steal records from any hospital, those records could be sold on the dark web.
Credit card or social security number can go for like 25 cents to $1. A medical record by itself can go from anywhere from $1 up to $1,000, depending on the content that's in it.
The reason why they're so valuable?
You can't change your medical record. You can't change the fact that you had a broken leg in 2016. And so as a result, someone who steals your medical record identity can actually use that to steal your identity, not only now, but 5-10 years in the future.
He added that hospitals that have previously paid ransoms are often asked to do so in some form of cryptocurrency.
The reason that ransomware hackers like to use cryptocurrency is because it's not traceable, where a bank wire would be very traceable.
Scripps Health has not said whether any patient records were stolen. The hospital's CEO wrote in part Monday, "I do want you to know that this malware attack targeted our information systems. At this time, we have no reason to believe individual data incidents affecting employees, physicians, or patients are related to our current incident." Scripps has explained in part that it has a team working around the clock to fix the issue while the investigation continues. But as of now, it's unknown when the system could be back online. The hospital has maintained that it's still able to deliver care at its facilities using backup processes, and that its urgent cares, emergency departments, and Health Express locations remain open. Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
If you have a story that requires an in-depth look, ABC 10 News is listening. Just send your ideas to tips@10news.com. New information on the deadly shooting at a birthday party in Colorado Springs. Police say the suspected gunman opened fire because he wasn't invited. The shooting killed 6 people at a mobile home park this past weekend. The shooter took his own life. Today, police identified him as Theodoro Macias. The victims were the members of the same family. Police say Macias was one of the victims' boyfriends, and they say he had a history of controlling and jealous behavior. The accused gunman indicted for the deadly spa shootings in Atlanta faces the death penalty. Robert Long also faces hate crime charges in the March rampage. 6 of the 8 victims were women of Asian descent. And last year, the Georgia legislature passed a hate crime law that specifically increased the penalties for racial attacks. Today, President Biden announced more efforts to get more Americans vaccinated. His goal is for 70% of the American adults to have at least one vaccine by July 4th. Today, he announced a new program with Uber and Lyft to give free rides for anyone who wants to be vaccinated. That launches in the next 2 weeks. Community colleges nationwide will also host vaccine sites to get more students vaccinated. He also announced more funding through FEMA to support states' on-the-ground efforts to promote vaccinations within their communities.